Hello everybody, welcome back to the Backseat Fighter YouTube channel. UFC 319 just went down this past weekend. Khamzat Chimaev is now the middleweight champion. And I didn't really know if I was going to speak about it, been a bit busy, but I hit my boy up, Tuco Tokkos, to come talk with me about it. And he clutched, he's pulled through on very short notice. So yeah, welcome Tuco. Thanks for coming back on the channel, man.
My guy, anytime, come on, you know you're royalty, I gotta hop on.
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, first of all, congratulations on that win against Tafa. Huge win.
Thank you, man.
We were all rooting for you back home. English MMA is popping at the moment, and especially at UFC 319.
Bro,
let's talk about
popping.
It, man.
It's popping. Like, firstly, PFL, my boy Alfie Davis from London, he's a PFL champ. We got a world champ, and against one of the best lightweights on the planet. You know what I'm saying? He went in there and he done his thing. I knew he was gonna win. I have the same management as Gadzi, so I wasn't really, just out of respect, I wasn't going crazy on socials, but bro, I was so happy for Alfie. He's such a good guy. And all my people was there with him in the corner. Brad Pickett, Ash Grimshaw, like, it was just sick that we got a world champ. And then, obviously, UFC 319, MVP, another Londoner.
MVP, man.
And Lerone Murphy.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I made my debut on his undercard, so that was nice to be there and see him get his big win, his breakout win, if you will. And in the crazy fashion, like, that was an insane knockout. It was one of the cleanest, hardest spinning back elbows that you'll see against such a guy that was touted so highly. And then again this week we got Fabian Edwards.
Okay.
Who usually he's fighting someone that I know. He's fighting someone, I just seen him yesterday because I was down there at PFL training with one of my boys that I'm going to corner. But rooting for Fabian. I haven't been able to really root for him because he's always fighting one of my teammates or one of my boys. But this week he's fighting one of the ops. So I'm all in on Fabian. I was there, he was playing the tunes in the workout room, he was vibing, it was sick. So English MMA is popping right now. It's hot. Yeah,
and I want to get back to MVP and Lerone in a second.
Yeah.
Obviously, the main event, it was like touted as this huge, one of the biggest fights of the year, honestly, biggest fights in a long time. Everybody thought it was going to be this really competitive fight. Obviously, the styles of Drickers and Khamzat were so different. But honestly, what did you think going into that fight, especially, or like how it turned out really, with Khamzat just dominating the entire round? Drickers couldn't stop a takedown, wasn't able to get up, was getting threatened with submissions constantly, putting a crucifix over and over again. You train every day. You know how bad that feels probably. Yeah. So let us know.
So for me, that one was interesting because I have trained with both guys. Drickers, I'd say he's a friend of mine. I've trained with him. He used to come over here for a couple of years. We trained a lot. I was speaking to him last week. But then I was around Team Chimaev. I used to train at his gym in Sweden. And then my boys were all in his training camp, this training camp out in LA. So I was like in touch with them and talking to them. And then obviously I cornered Baisango, Sursukaev, who done the last part of his camp with them. So we was all training together when I got to Chicago. We all done the shakeout in the same room. So I was with Team Chimaev, but Drickers is a friend of mine. So I was impartial with the fight. If anyone, I wanted probably DDP to win more because I know him. But bro, on the day of the fight, I don't know if you know Pat Downey, the wrestler.
Oh, I've heard of him. Yeah, of course.
One of the best wrestlers in the world. He wrestled for USA. He's like the bad boy of wrestling, but he was out there with Chimaev wrestling with him in the fight camp. And he's honest with me. He's my boy. He smokes every MMA fighter. Like, he'll tell you if he's in a camp with someone, he'll tell me like, bro, I just have to go. I go 50%, otherwise it's not even close. He told me, look, man, he told me on the day, he said, bro, bet on the fight. I said, bro, I can't bet because I'm a fight in the UFC and I wouldn't bet against my friend anyway. He said, bro, I'm telling you, he put like 10 grand on Chimaev to win. He said, bro, I'm telling you, because he's the only MMA fighter that can take me down. He said, bro, it's not going to be close. I said, come on, man. DDP is different. He's the gas tank, the style, all of that. He said, bro, trust me. He's like, I've wrestled every fighter. Like, people bring me in for training camps. He said, it's not going to be close. He gets to your back in 2 seconds. He told me all of this on the fight day, and it was the biggest I told you so. Because I was like, bro, trust me. And after the fight, he said, bro, I told you. He put 10 grand on it. I don't know what he bet on, but he said, bro, it's not going to be close. And I was like, damn.
I think,
and it wasn't close. I was a bit disappointed. Not in Chimaev, because I expect that. When it's time, when you're at the finish line, he already earned the title shot fighting crazy. Yep. He already done all of that. To get to that position. Once you're in that position, don't be stupid, man. The fans don't care about you. They want you to lose. Do what you got to do to get the belt and get the money for your family. He done the right thing. The path of least resistance. So that was smart. Why is he going to who cares? Like, why is he going to stand and bang and all this shit and give DDP a chance? So I wasn't disappointed in him because I expect no less. If I was in his shoes, that's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, exactly.
I was a bit disappointed in Drake because I just feel like as the same thing was happening over and over again. And of course he was trying, you know what I mean? And he's explosive and he's a great fighter, but I feel like maybe the corner work, like I'm watching it on the TV and I'm like, bro, hit the switch, sit out, Granby roll for a knee bar. You have to do something to create a scramble, like Gilbert done against Chimaev. Like, as soon as Chimaev was on his body, he was Granby rolling, up kicking, spazzing like crazy, like
everything,
to make it uncomfortable, bro. And he's half the size of Drickus, but that might have played a factor that Drickus is bigger and at a higher weight class, it's harder to scramble. The guy's got more to hold on to. But yeah, I was a bit disappointed, you know, and I think, no disrespect to his team, but out there in South Africa, I just don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know if they have the wrestling acumen to really advise him in the live scenario as it was happening. And I pay attention to this shit because I corner so many people that I listened, you know, what is the corner telling him between rounds? And there was no technical advice. There was no way, they didn't know what to say. They didn't know what to do.
I think that's what came across. I mean, obviously, like, listen, this is the backseat fight. This is someone who's never had a fight in their life, never gonna have a fight in their life, probably. Like, but it looked like, okay, the first two, I rewatched the fight. The first two rounds where he gets taken down instantly at the start of the rounds, it looks like he tries to stuff the takedown, tries to sprawl, and Khamzat is just too good. Towards the end, obviously, he's getting tired as the fight goes on. But it kind of seemed to me like there wasn't as sharp of a takedown defense as you would expect for someone going into a world title fight with Khamzat Chimaev.
I just people
are getting on to me a little bit though about between like behind the scenes with my friends talking about it. I'm saying Khamzat is obviously, that was one of the most dominant challenger performances we've ever seen in a title fight. Amazing. Like, he did everything that he needed to do. But it's also like, I have seen with my 2 eyes Chimaev being proper fights, you know, with Kamaru Usman on 9 days notice, mate. Gilbert sat him down. You know what I'm saying? So I have seen people put in, I don't want to say like a better effort, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Do you know what the difference is? And again, I don't know, I just go to the game plan. Like, I was watching it, I was getting so mad because Drickus was like, there was a moment, I swear to God, I was watching it and I was like, they stood them up and he had a minute to work, right? At the end of the third, I think, or the fourth. And I was thinking, all right, now's your chance. You got to keep it simple. It's boxing. Down the middle, uppercuts, low level. You got to hurt him. You got to put some pressure. And what does he do? He throws like a switch left kick and he gets taken down immediately. And I was like, fuck, and
even
man.
when he got that top position, when he got the mount finally, he went for the guillotine.
He does have a great guillotine, but in that position, you got to try hurt the guy and take away from his future wrestling efforts, you know? And that's what Kamaru's done. Kamaru had him going backwards. That's why he didn't get the takedown in the third. You know what I mean? You got to pressure him, but he got Drickus with the same takedown. He shoots from outside, you stuff it, and he goes behind. And it's like, he's too good there. But I do feel like Drickus has the tools, but I don't know, the game plan was off. Like, and I see this a lot in the sport, man. A lot of corners, they're not prepared to be in a pressure environment. Like, Drickus ain't really been losing that many fights. Like, maybe there was a couple fights against people like, I think Darren Till had some good rounds against him until he came out.
Brunson did all right.
Brunson. But I feel like a lot of people, they don't have the composure to really, like me, for example, I'll jump to my boy Bisango, right? The fucking new superstar, Dana White's new favorite fighter.
Dana White Contender Series Tuesday, Saturday fight.
We've been talking about this guy for a year. Me, Robocop, Brendan Allen. Like, we all train with him. He's phenomenal, you know what I mean? And he's young, bro. He was like 22 when he came. He's incredible, like, and you ain't even seen his best yet. Like, he ain't even he ain't even peaked. He's still a kid and he still don't even fight as good as he can. He still ain't even taking it seriously. But you saw he had a crazy first round. He came out and he was just flexing and flaunting and all that. And he got rocked at the end of the round, bro. He done the chicken dance. Between rounds, I was like, I had to bring him down to earth, you know. I said, breathe, have water, get your breath, focus your eyesight. Are you back? Are you here? Yes, I'm ready, brother. Talk to me. I said, listen, stop. Man. And I told him, stop playing with your food. Forget the fans. Go back to our game plan, what we done in the dressing room. Stay outside, kick, counter. When he commits, take him down, flatten him out, ground and pound, and he done all of that. And then eventually he got to the choke. But you have to be composed. I'm sure, again, not to dog Dricus' coach because they made him a world champion, but I think between rounds they were like, there wasn't any clear instruction. It was more like, okay, you need a finish. Let's go. He said a couple things like that punch down the middle or whatever, but it's like, I would have been like, no kicks, low level punches. You need to find the chin, uppercuts down the middle, push him back, pressure.
Yeah, and I think people need to differentiate, whoever watches this, whether it's on the clips or on the channel, like we're not trying to shit on Dricus or shit on his coach. We're just saying, like,
this is just our opinions,
there is margins. There's margins, especially when you're fighting Khamzat. It needs to be locked in, dialed. Like, you need every detail to be on point, especially when if he's putting you in a crucifix over and over again. And, you know, this gets me to my next question. A lot of people online, obviously the Twitter talking heads, all these people are talking about how Khamzat could have finished the fight if he wanted to. And I felt like he was trying to say, you know, I can do 5 rounds. Everybody's talking about me gassing out all the time. Look, I just dominated for 5 rounds. I got a couple 10-8s, maybe 10-7s in there. And what, basically?
Yeah.
What do you think his mentality was? Because I think he probably could have gone harder for the finish. Knowing Khamzat.
I think he was just Chimaev. He's just, like I said, he was being smart. He was making sure he brought the belt home. Like, that's it. Right. He's a champion forever now. Like, that's in the record books. Now he can go make his money and he can fight the rest of the division and maybe he'll bang and all this and who knows. But in that situation, man, you got to play it smart and you got to get the belt. And that's what he did, you know. It was a good game plan. The game plan is to win the belt. Like, that is like, who cares about anything else? And he was trying to finish. He was going for the choke again and again. He was. Yeah, and he was trying to go and pound him. Like, it's a crazy conversation where we say, oh, he 10-8s every round, and we're like, oh, he could have done more. Like, no one said that about GSP. I'm not a GSP fan. Everyone loves GSP. I'm not a GSP fan because of that. I'm like, he ain't my favorite fighter. I think he's boring. He done exactly the same thing, and no one said anything about it.
Right. I think he just used also one of these things. With UFC fans, I mean, this will get into a broader conversation that we have all the time. Like, UFC fans are so like fickle and so present. Like, when Khamzat is done, everybody will celebrate him and be like, wow, what a dominant champion he was. Look what he did. But now it's like, it was so boring. Nah, stop it. Like, people need to chill a bit on that. I will say, I did think Dricus was going to bring more to the table. But again, I want to go back to...
Man. He didn't get a chance, I don't think. And who knows how tired he was when he had his moments where he could have... done something on the feet, bro. You've already been grappling for 20 minutes defensively. Yeah. It's crazy.
People don't like it.
Yeah, bro. At the end of the day, he didn't really he got held, but I don't know. I didn't see it like, he did get dominated in one aspect, but I didn't really see it like, he didn't get beaten up, bro. He didn't get beaten up. And I'll say that, and I'll back Dricus up and say he didn't get beaten up. No. Like, he got dominated, he got held, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like, it is what it is. He got beat in the sport of MMA. He didn't get beaten up in a fight. He didn't lose a fight, in my opinion. That's what I say, you know? He got wrestled.
Yeah, it's true. I think that's a good way of looking at it too. And I think people do forget that sometimes it is a sport. The last time we did an interview, I think you brought like sick perspective, especially to someone like me who's new in this space as well. Yeah. Like, that it is really just a sport. Anyway, I wanted to get on to... obviously the English fighters. Let's go on to Lerone. Obviously co-main, big opportunity for him. 3 weeks notice against Aaron Pico. First, like, what was your mentality of, like, what did you think about him taking that fight on 3 weeks notice? And also, what did you know about Aaron Pico? What did you know about Aaron Pico coming in?
I know a lot about Aaron Pico. He's fought my teammates. Like, I know a lot about him. We have the same management. But, bro, I said it from day one. I was like, bro, Lerone's going to work him. But Aaron did kind of pressure how he pressures, you know? but this is the UFC, baby. This ain't Smellator. And
Smellator.
Like, you're not fighting these guys that aren't even signed to the promotion, like, because they just used to feed him people, right? And you walk them to the cage and KO them. But in the UFC, the guys hit you back. And he found that out, you know. I still think he's going to, Aaron Pico can go on a run, like, and it's a coin flip if he don't get caught, because he only seems to lose by a flash knockout.
Right.
Like, he's got amazing wrestling. He's got good boxing. He's a stud athlete. So I think he will go on and he'll beat a lot of guys, man. But that top echelon that make good decisions and they're not trying to get hit and all that, it's going to be hard. But Lerone, he's undefeated. He's earned the title shot. And and when you think of it now, I love Volkanovski. He's Greek. I'm a big fan. I always root for him. But obviously against an English guy, you've got to root for Lerone. And I just want to put one thing in here. Yeah, after the fight, Lerone, when he got the mic, the biggest fight of his life, he used his platform to plug his boy, pause. But he said, yo, I just want to say.
No, you can't do that. You can't be making a serious point.
I just want to, he took the microphone and he said, I just want to say, Sean, Shelby, Mick, Dana, Hunter, this is my main training partner. He's been at all of my fights and I've always seen him around, you know. I can't remember his boy's name. I think it's Jordan or something. I don't know.
I forgot what he said as well. That's
you can cut this out because we don't want to put the wrong name, but if you clip it. But bro, that's a real guy. That's a real guy. Yeah, real. And in his biggest moment of his career, he was selfless and he took the opportunity to promote his boy and said, get my boy a chance, man. Just give him a chance. And bro, I have the most respect for that because there's so many fake guys in this game that get to the top and they don't break bread with anyone, the people that genuinely help them. And so I have to say respect, salute for that. Lerone's a real guy. Just for that alone.
You can tell he is, I mean, obviously, like, he's that Josh Emmett performance was so clinical. I sent a couple of tweets out and Lerone liked them because I was just, again, people get straight on fighters when it's not finishes or they find it in any way. Like, there's not a knockout. I'm like, Lerone put on an absolute clinic against Josh Emmett, who's a murderer, bro. His right hand is literally the scariest thing in the sport. And then for him to come in, obviously, on the biggest stage, 3 weeks notice to do that spinning elbow, knock out Aaron Pico like that.
You got to give him the title shot, man. Because who else is there?
There's no one more deserving.
You got Volkanovski, Holloway. Who else? Who else is?
No, Holloway's gone up. Evloev pulled out of the fight with Pico.
Who's in the top five? Who's in the top 5 of featherweights now?
It's like Diego Lopez, Jean Silva fighting at UFC Noche. That's like the matchup, I guess. Aljamain's there. Brian Ortega.
Man. I think Lerone's next, 1,000,000%.
It's got to be Lerone. But just think about it. He's never had it easy. They've always been on like a 9-fight win streak in the UFC.
We got to get behind him because he's actually a guy, and I know a little bit about him, like, and because I ask about people, innit, that are from him. And he ain't one of these guys like Conor McGregor, some middle class fucking guy that just had everything handed to him. And you even see that within the UFC. He's had to earn this shit, man. Topuria was fighting for the belt with the win streak that Lerone's already had. Like, it's crazy when you look at his record and his win streak. It's like he should have been fought for the belt time ago. So we got to get behind him, man. Like, when he gets his shot, he really needs to. But I know he's humble. Like, I've been around him a little bit. He's quiet. He's reserved. He's not a flashy guy. He's a real guy. And just that again, going back to him shouting out his boy. Like, I love to see that, man. And that's how I know he's real, because it's people that come from nothing that are the most generous, because they know what it feels like to have nothing. No handouts, no helping hand, no favors. So, yeah, I respect him, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he's got a good team. He's stuck with his team. His coach as well, Carl Prince, is that his name? From Manchester Top Team. He, bro, he's got his head screwed on. He's got some killers from up there. You have to shout him out.
I think about Lerone, like, his story is crazy. I mean, he got shot, I think, in the face, actually, before fighting. Only started training at 22. And then to be on this streak he is now. What I wanted to ask you, just what came to my mind now is, obviously, he's come in on 3 weeks' notice and, in a way, saved the card. Obviously, that delivered that huge knockout. How does that work for a fighter who isn't necessarily, like, the most popular? Like, how does that work for your relationship with the UFC, with the matchmakers, when you're negotiating your contracts? Like, when you're negotiating your contracts, when you're advancing your career and stuff?
Well, I don't know who his management is, but management should always leverage those short notice fights when it comes to a contract, and they get assurances and maybe they sign a new contract for that fight.
Cool.
You'll see a lot of that with the short notice guys. But yeah, they love that, bro. And you can see, look at my boy Baisango. Your life can change with one kick. With one kick, your life can change, And he's been trying to get into the UFC. He obviously has a talent, and they weren't really feeling it until he got the short notice contender series. And one kick can change your life, man. His life's changed.
That's a great thing about this sport. And, Carlos Prates, we can't forget about him. I mean, he delivered a spinning elbow knockout as well and did the same thing. Asked for the bonus, asked for the UFC Rio fight, and also advocated for his boy to get into the UFC.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Who was his boy? Was with him?
I forget, but he did the same thing. Basically the same thing as Lerone.
I love that. So, I love to see that, man.
So it's nice, man. And I think, MMA is getting back to a better place. I think at the start of the year, a lot of people were complaining about the direction of the UFC, but I think it's in a good spot, especially with people like MVP. So let's get on to him, because we talk about people like Aaron Pico coming over, Kaya Sakura, who's on this card, other Bellator, other promotions coming in and maybe not doing so well. But MVP, apart from that Ian Gary fight, which was relatively competitive, he's winning, man. He's winning an upper weight division.
And I don't know, I can't testify, like, I rate Jared kind of near highly, but we just don't know, like, who was his last fight MVP against?
MVP was against, oh my God, I can't believe I'm blanking right now. Let me find
Did he fight Shara Bullet?
Shara Bullet. Yeah, middleweight. Yeah, that was it.
So it's like, we can say it looks great on paper, but I can't really, obviously I'm a fan, I want him to do well. He's from my city, but I don't know how the quality of the win, you know what I mean? Like,
right, I think the Shara fight was definitely...
what candidate has. I think Shara's one-dimensional.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Did I just say dimensional? Is that American? What did we say?
One-dimensional is fine. One-dimensional is fine.
No, we say one-dimensional.
I admit, I've lost too. I'm lost in the States too,
mate. As bad as me.
I'm lost in the States as well.
The other day, I was chilling with some fighters, and one of them had like a fire department shirt, New York Fire Department, and I said fire department, and I was like, wait, what did we call it? Bro, I forgot what we called it, and I had to call my boy in London, and he said, bro, you high? It's the fire brigade. I go, fire brigade.
See, even now, it took me a couple of seconds to remember.
I'm American, bro, and the way I pronounce things now, it's like, fuck.
Yeah, man, they take it from us. It's not our fault, man. It's forceful, man.
But yeah, one-dimensional. He's one-dimensional, Shara. So yeah, I don't know the quality of the wins, but bro, he's going out there and he's winning, and bro, he's hard to beat.
I think
MVP's hard to beat, bro.
It's also a case of, I think there has been, he's kind of talked about it. There has been a couple of matchmaking difficulties, like trying to get a fight at welterweight because it is so packed up at the top.
Yeah.
Obviously,
you know the fight they should make? They should make
let's go. Tell me.
RoboCop MVP, my boy RoboCop. Bro, that fight would be flames. Oh my God, that'd be crazy. They could make that a main event in the UK even. That would be a crazy fight.
That'd be nice, yeah. That's a big one as well, because he's coming off a huge performance at UFC 217 as well, RoboCop.
That'd be a crazy fight to me.
Who was it? Jack Hermanson, right? He knocked out bad.
Yeah,
right?
Knocked him out cold blood.
Yeah. I think, but also that welterweight division, right? Like your boy Bilal, obviously at the top there. Sean Brady's up there.
Yeah.
Still got Kamaru knocking about, obviously, and Islam Makhachev. It's packed into a lot of grapplers as well.
It's going to be held up because, look, think for the title shot picture, it's like, where are you really going? You got Shavkat, you got Bilal who just lost the belt, Kamaru who's on a win, Sean Brady should be the number one, Leon is only one loss off a couple losses. Yeah, it's nuts actually. That division is absolutely
Bro,
there's like 5 guys who could fight for the belt, so it does make sense for MVP to stay up. He's a bit older as well, he don't want to be cutting the weight. The guys are slower at middleweight, so he probably finds it easy. Like,
I think if he just commits, like if he knew he was staying at middleweight, he'd be able to commit more to strength and conditioning.
Well, now he's at middleweight because he's got 2 wins there. Like, he should stay there. Why not?
But I think what I noticed in the fight,
he's going to be ranked now. Where was Cannonier? 8?
6, I think.
No, really? So he's going to be ranked.
But I also think that third round did show me a bit of a worrisome future for him at middleweight, because he kind of went for a Superman punch or something like that, slipped, and Jared got top control.
Yeah.
And Jared was just too big and too heavy at that weight. So that does give me a little bit of concern, especially for somebody who wants to just stay on their feet, obviously.
Yeah.
So,
and then what
I
if
don't
they
know.
put him at the apex where it's a smaller cage and all that? Who knows?
Yeah, maybe they won't. Maybe he's like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not fighting at the Apex.
People think about that. Like, that's a hidden thing that the fans don't know about. We consider
40% smaller, right?
If people get
40% smaller?
offered, if people get offered fights, it's like, oh, is it Apex? Oh, the cage is smaller. Like, they don't want to fight a grappler there. People don't think of that.
Yeah, I can imagine because it does affect it so much. I mean, do you think that it should be sort of like a similar size, or you like the fact that it's a different size?
I think they should have one size cage because it's a factor, isn't it? The guy's closer to you.
It is. I mean, I think it's a bit weird, but anyway, I mean, so like, what's the future you think for Khamzat now? Obviously, coming off that.
I don't know. We're gonna see how active he is.
Man?
Like, I heard rumors if he won the belt, he wasn't gonna fight again. It's like we don't know what he's gonna do.
Didn't that come from Caio Varela or whatever?
I don't know. I don't know.
He was saying,
we'll see because what fights are there? Number one contender fight in Paris. I think the only people that can really give Chimaev a problem is Imamov.
He's good, man. Fucking good.
I think Fluffy Hernandez because he's just smaller. Bro. There's nothing to hold on to. He's slippery and he's small.
What he did to Delidze, that finish where he's dragging him across the octagon.
And my boy Brendan Allen, obviously, I have to put him in there just because he's big enough to be physical. And and he's actually got a diverse guard. He's got leg locks. He's got submissions, you know.
Huge.
He's got sweeps. He's got sweeps. Huge, and it's like, so we'll see. And the body type, like, so we'll see, man.
Yeah, Brendan's big, man. He looks big at least.
Yeah, he's got to go on a couple more wins to get in that conversation. But there's guys that are there, you know. RDR's at our gym. I don't know if Chimaev would grapple with him though. It's like
RDR. See, I always think that's a good one because I was thinking RDR.
Like if they go to the ground, then RDR's dangerous. You know, he's got
a guard, man.
He's got a real guard, but I don't think Chimaev would even take him down and just stay on the feet. Like, he's like, oh, you got jiu-jitsu? I'll just stay on the feet. And then I think he don't want to stand with Chimaev that long. Chimaev's big, but I don't know. You'd say Whitaker, Chimaev don't want to stand with Whitaker, and RDR stood with Whitaker. It's like MMA math don't add up sometimes. You don't.
Well, what do you think about that fight? I mean, I made a video about the RDR versus Whitaker fight.
Yeah.
Where do you think Whitaker goes from here? Obviously, he's a legend of the sport. So much respect from everybody inside the MMA community.
RDR's my teammate. Great win. But he's another guy, like, we don't know where he's at. Is he that motivated? I thought he was motivated for that fight, but there's questions from the fans that he's lost so many now. Does he have that? Obviously, he's lost that standard of excellence like that he used to have. Like, once you drop that many losses, it's like you become accustomed to losing, and then you lose your championship quality in a way. Does that make sense?
I think also, and I think also there's a factor that I was speaking about this with my boy is he seems to have lost to the current champions of his generation. You know what I'm saying? He obviously beats Yoel Romero for the belt, but he's lost to Izzy. He's lost to Khamzat. He's lost to RDR, who was a two-weight world champion in one.
DDP,
DDP as well, obviously. So I think it is a tough thing. He says he's going to come back. He's going to keep fighting. I just hope that it's, you know, out of like genuinely feeling like he's still got it and knowing he still has it instead of something that deeper than that where he feels like he still has to fight.
I think Paulo Costa as well will be a problem, you know?
For Khamzat?
Not a problem, but like he's a more tricky guy because he has the physicality to maybe defend the takedowns and he's got real power. You know he's going to intelligently attack. He's not going to do dumb shit and like get caught like lacking and throw a spinning back kick and Chimaev take his back. He's going to have his guard up. He's going to have a low level. He's going to be swinging hard, like trying to chin check him and head kick him. Like he's not going to be doing dumb shit. So that could be another fight. Like I think he's dangerous.
I think now what's coming out is there's this like, obviously as it does with everything in this space, it goes from one extreme to the other. So there's people now saying Khamzat is this most invincible fighter they've ever seen. He's like unbeatable. And now there's people saying, wow, like he didn't look that good. He's just a decision machine now because he's not getting the finishes over Dricus. But there is going to be somebody who gives Khamzat a very difficult fight. We've seen it already. So it can happen.
Yeah.
It just needs to be someone with, you know, enough confidence or a good enough guard basically to deter Khamzat.
Like what happens if Kamaru says, let's rematch? If Kamaru gets another statement win and says, you know what, I'm going to go to 85 and I want to rematch him. That's the biggest pay-per-view ever. Like, think about that pay-per-view, 5 rounds.
Do you think he would do that fight only if he gets the welterweight belt, or if he's just gonna go straight. I mean, if like he's like, fuck it, UFC, we had a close fight, let's do this, let's run it. Let me just go up for the middleweight.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's an exciting future. Anyway, we've only got 7 minutes on left in the Zoom because I'm a cheapskate and I haven't bought premium on Zoom. But yeah, what have you got in the future? Like, what's lined up for you now?
I'm just sorting out my body a little bit, and I want to fight again this year. A couple people called me out. We can run it.
Who's calling you out? Who's calling you out?
Some guy, Julius Walker. I don't know him.
Julius Walker.
Yeah, I'm down.
I've heard the name, I feel like.
I'm down. Yeah. But yeah, I just got to get my body together and get back in.
What about Brenton Hibero? He was calling you out at one point.
Yeah, he was going mad. Like, I don't know, that guy was going mad. And he was like looking at my Instagram every day. I was like, but who is this guy? But yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm just getting back to 100% and get back in the gym, and then I'll book something.
Yeah, have you been traveling anywhere though? I see you always traveling. I'm always jealous of your travels,
I've been
man.
crazy. After my fight, I went from my fight to Louisiana for Brendan's fight.
Yeah. Huge win against Marvin.
Then from there, I was in like Philly, New York. I was Colorado, everywhere. And then just now, this week, I went to LFA in South Dakota, cornered one guy on the Friday, flew Chicago, cornered my boy on the Saturday, flew back to Florida, straight to PFL, which is this week. It's just wild, man. Insane.
Yeah, the jet lag, surely there's some jet lag in here, man.
Yeah, and then I'm just about, man. It's crazy.
Bro, yeah. I'm trying to get back to London as soon as possible, man. As soon as I can get home. I haven't been home in like 8 months, bro. It's the longest I've ever been outside of London. I feel like I'm starting to decay a little bit. Accent's going. I need some food. I need some real food, man. People always shit on English food, but
I miss it. I miss it, man. I'm gonna come soon as well.
Let's do it, man. We'll link if you're there, man. It'd be sick. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm
last
in
thing for me is
go on.
All good. Last thing for me is obviously Premier League started this weekend. You watching Chelsea? Obviously,
Chelsea, that's my team.
I hope you guys fail horrendously.
What are you, Arsenal, innit?
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah,
big win against United. It was a terrible performance, but we got it done in the end.
We'll see what happens, man. Prem's back.
It's Prem's back. Anyway, Tuco, thank you so much
my guy, for coming on, always, man. Brother. Have a good one, man.
All right. Have a good one, bro.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, that was Tuco Tokkos coming on for the show, UFC 319 review. I hope you enjoyed it. He's got so much good insight. Obviously in the corner of Sursukaev. Great insight into the game, obviously, as a UFC fighter himself. Wants to fight this year. Huge things. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time on The Backseat Fighter. Welcome back to the longer form episodes. Hope you enjoy it. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.